You all appreciate it. When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see her face. Ain't a woman alive.
Ideology is a social reality, which is created and sustained by individuals within a society. It allows our consciousness to interpret how we deal with people and how we view everything around us. Ideologies are as real as the social relationships they stand for or they create.
Ideologies do not have lives of their own. They can't be handed down or inherited. An ideology must be constantly created and verified in social life. If it is not, it dies.
The Mammy's past is only known by its connection to the lives and history of the people she serves. There is absolutely no evidence of her existence except for those images created by whites. Likewise, she has no future independent of this audience. She only exists in the here and now as a product of the white mind.
Wide-mouthed and rag-headed, Aunt Jemima had been a cook on the Louisiana plantation, and her reputation for fine pancakes had spread far and wide. Over the years, Aunt Jemima gave away tin flour scoops, rag dolls, mixing bowls, pancake spatulas, toy stoves, and more, with Aunt Jemima's face on them and the slogan, "I set in town, honey." 1889, Rhett and Underwood developed self-rising flour, only needing water, calling it Aunt Jemima's recipe. This is from a vaudeville song he heard performed by minstrel performers in a skit with a mammy.
In 1893, at the Chicago World's Fair, Nancy Green, dressed as the first Aunt Jemima, sang songs, cooked pancakes, and told stories about the good old South. She was instructed to tell stories of her life on the plantation intermixed with memorized script that a white salesperson had written for her. She was a free African-American woman pretending to be a slave. This was pivotal to the advertising's achievement. Between the 1960s and 80s, she was made thinner and lighter skinned through repeated developments. In 1989, Quaker Oats stated they did this to, quote, present her in a more contemporary light, while still retaining warmth, quality, good taste, heritage, and reliability, unquote.
Today, the Mammy and Aunt Jemima are interchangeable, but this was not so when Aunt Jemima was first introduced. Aunt Jemima was a Reconstructionist alter ego of the Mammy, which subsequently assigned the Mammy to the nursery and Aunt Jemima to the kitchen. Aunt Jemima offered Northerners a chance to experience the Mammy without actually participating in slavery. Aunt Jemima, therefore, boosted the romantic quality of the Southern plantation. It was created as a trademark that stemmed from the longing of the established and mythical South. The idea of a utopian South was turned into a commercial marketing strategy as a way to reunite the country after the Civil War. Aunt Jemima was, quote, a healing balm intended to reconcile a shattered nation, unquote. Aunt Jemima has been depicted as a slave in a box by M.M. Mannings.
His fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life.
Today, we see the Mammy both explicitly and concealed. Characters like Tyler Perry's Medea create surface-level humor we can freely laugh at and not associate with the everyday African-American woman. Now take a look at these clips and notice the leading black role. Is she still overweight?
That's the power of pine sol, baby.
Does she still primarily take care of the White family?
Charlene, how about you and I having a smart cocktail down by the pool? What do you say?
Who is this fool?
Hey, you know what? That's a good idea. Whatever you want, just put it on my bill.
I don't want no smart cocktail. I need your help.
Miss?
Another martini. Oh, hell no. I know she ain't talking to me.
Actually, she doesn't work
Mr.
here.
Singer, what shall we discuss?
Children. I was wondering if you had any experience with children.
You know, I met your little girl out there. She's got your eyes.
Do you have any references?
Is she still perceived as uneducated?
The keys to my wife's car are on the dresser. Do you know how to drive?
I'm an old pro.
You're a convict? I did time, baby, but I ain't do the crime. Shoot, Roscoe cracked that dough, I kicked it off the heezy and bounced.
What did you just say?
Is she still desexualized?
Oh, sorry about that, Loretta. Hey, can I have my fish back?
Oh, you gonna have to reach into the cookie jar.
Well, I can't just, you're my best friend's wife. Reach into, all right.
Yeah, you go in and get that. Show that fishy who's boss.
Loretta, they have some of that 3-bean salad you sold.
Come on, you're not fooling anybody.
Who that? Who that?
Is she still dehumanized?
That's that. The whole house is clean, and brother, it better stay. Hold on there, you crazy cat. Just look what you've done to my clean floor. Get up here and take this mop. Now start cleaning.
Or is there a new Mammy emerging?
I'm in the middle of a divorce. People call me the Nazi, and it's not because of my ice blue eyes. I spend 12 hours a day carving people up, and I like it. I have a child, and I have no room for casual anything. I'm angry all of the time and deeply confused because a lot of people in my life have let me down recently. One of them was me. It's devastating, but not completely, because it turns out I like sleeping crosswise in the bed and not having to shave my legs. My 3-year-old used to be potty trained, and now he isn't, because his father no longer lives with us and his world no longer makes sense, and the only thing he thinks he can control is his bladder. So he urinates. In a lot of places you wish he wouldn't urinate. You want lunch, or you want to show me the scan?
I heard he had a style. And so
When the Mammy is depicted with actual human emotion and struggles, she maintains the common stereotype with a character we can identify with on a personal level. This then creates an image to represent all Black women without our cognitive realization. Society's lack of awareness and education on race-related issues continues this uncertainty of understanding the line between media stereotypes and reality.
In Deborah Gray White's Ain't I a Woman, she states, quote, "If she is rescued from the myth of the Negro, the myth of a woman traps her," unquote. Mythologies surrounding race and gender compose an ensnaring web that proves doubly difficult for the Black woman to escape. Where does the African American woman belong in society today? She is placed in a secondary role, submissive to the dominant white society as well as the African American males.
In 1999, the top women occupations were preschool and kindergarten teachers, dental assistants and hygienists, secretary, administrative assistants, and child care workers. In 2002, Black women earned $228 less per week than white men, $75 less than white women, and $49 less than Black men. In 2007, the average African American family income was $33,916. The white median family income was $54,920. In 2008, 46% white women worked in management, 32% Black women worked in sales, 33% in office positions like secretaries.
The mammy stereotype locks the African American female in this secondary position. Whether in the household or in the workforce, the African American woman's life is fulfilled, and therefore she should not aspire to anything more.